You're muted.
What's going on, guys? Back at it again for another Donny Cakes talk. A couple of panel members on here joining us today. We'll start off with the first one. We got J1.
How is everybody doing? Everybody doing? It's going to be a good one. Good times. Lots of good talks. Always fun talking about comics anytime. Looking forward to it.
And next, what's up, guys? Cat 60 here. I'm eating my dinner. Sorry, I just can't put this down. I just made a badass pork tenderloin. Yeah, it should be a good time. I have some things I want to discuss with the panel as far as how far can we actually go in talking about CrossOver. So I'll see you in a minute.
How's it going? How's it going, guys? Yeah, can't wait to get started on another kind of like maybe got a couple hopeful little things that maybe we found. I can't wait to talk about it on the show.
Did we lose? Did we lose it?
Sounds like it.
I think we lost cause. Mr. Kaz, how's it going, guys? What's up, brothers?
Hey, I want to talk to you guys about something because we haven't really talked about this.
All right, 60. Yeah, before you go, yeah, he's gonna jump back in. He's having a little bit of technical difficulty.
It's okay.
And,
all right, guys. Sorry about that.
Oh, AM, you sound like 100 times better, bro.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, guys.
Our new webcam isn't working out quite yet. I'm sorry, guys. So I'm going back to the old way as of right now. Without any more interruptions, let's go and get this bad boy started. We got Foiled coming in late. What's going on, Foiled?
What's up? What's up?
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm pumped. Let's do it. Donny.
No breathing hard in the speaker, guys.
Yeah, and sorry if I look a little bit shiny. Yeah, I'm not just sitting on boxes of your stuff and like not moving. Yeah, you can see I'm literally dripping sweat. Like my glasses are fogged.
Hey man, fortunately we couldn't do the auction this morning, but looks like we're gonna do a little auction for y'all right after the show with Poser.
Yeah.
So let's get into it.
All right. Before we get started, Mike, I guess Cat 60 wanted to get started on the on a little bit of a topic before we started. Go ahead and
Okay.
give the shout out to the people that are joining the chat, and then let's start off with Cat 60.
All right, yeah. So we're a little low on the people right now due to the fact that we got a time change going on. So we're 1 hour backwards, right?
We're where we're supposed to be, bro.
Something like that. Hey, but we got my friend Mr. Taz in the house. What's going on, Mr. Taz? Then we also got Lost Cause. How's it going, my friend? Soon after we get done with tonight, I'll go ahead and shoot that message to you with that information. Appreciate you coming, showing some love.
So hey, man, I got a question.
What's up? What's your question?
All right, so you know that we have been in a group specking CrossOver.
Yeah.
If something is on the internet, is it okay for us to talk about it if it's already there? We didn't put it up.
Yep. I'd say so. If it's already out there, then yeah, I believe that it's more than okay. I just didn't want to disclose any information that we already knew without getting in trouble by Image. That's all.
Yeah, let me share my screen for a second.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and throw you up on the screen. What we got?
Look what we got. We got a pretty important image here.
Okay, that's
Explosion.
Colorado, right?
That is Denver.
Denver, Colorado.
It says right here, Denver, Colorado, January 11th, 2017.
So yeah, that image was based off of the preview that the retailers got. So
right.
Get it? Image.
Oh my god.
Got him.
So like in this image, there's like all kinds of crap going on. There's all kinds of characters that are here. Like this guy up here is Batman. I mean, there's just, you could go through here if you can get a better picture, a bigger image of this.
Let's see. I could probably blow you up. Yeah, it's still kind of fuzzy.
I mean, I could probably find a better picture on the internet.
Well, I was going to say, just zoom in, Cat. Control scroll. There you go.
Yeah, I'm doing it. So we've been trying to figure out also what city this is. All right, so here's a ball. When I first started looking at it, it reminded me of the Daily Planet. So, was this Metropolis? And there's actually like this building here. There's a representation of it, but the buildings are different.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Is it that other one didn't look like a New York building?
nah, man, that's I just want to look at that one comic book. I just want to look at
So right now I am dropping the link for tonight's auction.
It's the wrong one.
So this auction is going to be on Poser's channel, and yeah, it just popped up right now. So yeah, go ahead and shoot my boy Poser a sub and a bell as a reminder for tonight's auction.
Okay, shouldn't this be Thor number 2?
Yeah.
Where the hell is it?
No, there.
Oh, that's because I didn't do.
Oh, the one page.
All pages. Sorry. Well, check this out. So this is Thor number 2. This is Superman flying through a city with a building with a big giant ball on it, and there's that building in the background.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Oh snap!
See that building?
Looks just the same.
So Superman's flying through this flying through this city, whatever it is. Did we ever figure out what city this is?
No, not in Thor 2, not if I'm not mistaken.
It was one of the DC cities. That's all I remember.
Oh shit, bro, that shit is. Whoa, that was a good find, 60.
Yeah, man, I've been studying this because this was driving me crazy. I was thinking Daily Planet. This is this is the Daily Planet here, so this would be Metropolis, right? But Metropolis is an old city, and these are like modern type buildings. Well, look at that. I mean, that is that building. That is that big building right here. And that's so Superman would be flying like past this ball here, like probably in this direction. Just saying.
Now you brought a real good point. That is a real nice observation.
Yeah, Foil, check IT real quick.
I am.
Those are the kind of little Easter eggs that are really dropped into issues and are there for us to catch.
Man, I wish we could go through the whole freaking book, man, because there's a whole bunch of things in it, man.
Hey, man, if you got some more spec, drop it on us, man.
Well, one of the things is going to be is this set right here. This set is pretty definite as to there's something going on with God Country. It's Donny Cates, and you got Spawn on the front of God Country number 5 as a variant. I mean, there's a reason for that. We all know that Donny Cates was studying under McFarlane, which McFarlane did Spawn. So I want to. Can you make me full screen and take me off the? There you go. All right, so you saw that image. We've been hyping that book up for those.
What the?
Uh-oh.
$60. Oh, there we go. Not too sure what happened, but welcome back.
I just crashed the desktop. All right. This is a 3-piece set.
Hey, 60.
$285.
It felt like you were gonna say something big and you got shouted out like on purpose.
Yeah, they made me they cut me off.
YouTube trying to censor us.
But here you go. This is Spawn 285. That's the image that God Country 5 variant came from. Absolutely right. Would you say?
I'd say.
I mean, you just throw Valifax in front of it and some chains, and that's that image. And change this to the old guy. Let me go. You can go on to the next person. I'm gonna shut my dogs up.
All right, KM, you ready?
Yeah, if you wanted to go to J1, so I can tie it all in with what I'm talking about.
All right, JJ.
What am I supposed to talk about? I'm here.
You got some you got some spec to drop on the community?
I can't even remember. I usually tell you guys everything I find. What have I talked about?
How about you drop them spawn
No,
10s
no,
on
no.
them?
Go ahead and show the tens that came out.
Them 10s. Go and
Them
drop it.
10s? You guys
Them
want to see the
10s.
10s? I can show you the 10s. Let me get the 10s.
Not foiled 10s. The 10s.
Oh, don't worry about it. I got the 10s.
What's going on, Popeye? Shout out to Popeye.
Okay.
Hey, Popeye, keep in mind we're gonna do a little auction tonight. So I don't know if you want to drop in on Poser's channel. The links in the chat.
If I'm gonna do this, I need
Yeah, J1's internet's back. Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah, got it.
Multiple coming your way, Popeye.
It was a thank God the internet came back too.
What's going on, blue-eyed sweetheart?
All right, let me put some gloves on now. These are extremely limited edition, and I'm guessing they're going to go extremely pricey here in the future. So,
limited edition to what?
300, sir.
What? No, I'm just kidding. I already knew that.
Hey, you act like 300 is a major print count. That's a low print count.
No, yeah, yeah, of course. I ain't saying it. I ain't saying it's not a big thing. I'm saying it's low.
Did Jay freeze?
Oh man, StreamYard's just not liking us today, guys. Yeah, he froze out. Oh, it's his camera.
All right, Foils, any spec on us you found until J1 gets back with this image?
Any spec?
Any spec. All right, fine. Show us them 10s.
All right.
Oh, dude, you're really gonna make me get up and get the 10s.
All right.
Well, you don't have to.
It's kidding. I'm gonna get. Oh wait, J1's back.
It's
not.
It's not that he doesn't have 100 of them. Just saying.
I have them in like 3 different spots, so you're gonna have to.
Back to J1.
Yeah, go to J1, and then I'll dig him out while he's doing his thing.
All right. Well, we're going off to KM.
J1. Go to J1. J1 is back.
J1's camera's not up.
I'm almost done.
Oh, okay. Then go to Miguel.
Like literally a couple of seconds.
Okay, give him a couple seconds. You know what? I have a question while we wait. What's everyone's favorite flavored pie for Thanksgiving?
Lord Jesus, we're in Thanksgiving though. Hey, but all serious talk, I like pumpkin pie.
I think pumpkin pie sucks.
Oh my God. What's up? We back at it again.
Okay, so maybe my internet's not 100% back yet.
Hey, at least it's somewhat back, you know. No more sticky note talk.
That was fucking terrible. I hated that. I absolutely hated it. It's like the worst thing ever. So, as you can see, there's your.
You got
numbers.
Mr. Chad saying some cherry. Hey man, now that I actually thought about this, man, I in all seriousness, we should have picked up a few more, maybe.
Dude, they were a little pricey to begin with. So.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
How much were they?
If I remember right, we paid.
So you can see it is a ash can. Yeah. Very limited print run, 300. So what they did is they had a open sale. There was a kickoff to their Kickstarter campaign that they were running. But this is the Spawn 10 Ash Can Edition. And the print run was limited to however many they sold, plus some for the publisher and the creator and stuff like that. So the entire print run, they sold 266 of them, and then they finished the print run off at 300. So not bad.
Did they give you a digital download of that book, or
no?
Because didn't they add some stuff to it?
Not in this book.
Oh.
In the Kickstarter book, there's 24 additional pages.
All right.
But this is basically the original Spawn 10, right? Now the next one, the one that's in the Kickstarter campaign, it has 24 additional pages of materials. It's like 48 pages altogether. But these are all signed. They're all numbered. I'm sending mine to CBCS. There were no CGC options for them, so it is what it is. So I want that yellow label.
You sending it to EGS or CBCS?
Does EGS do the verified signatures too?
Yes, sir.
Well, maybe I'll do 1 and 1.
All right. Not to get off topic, but I don't think cheesecake is an actual cake. I think of it as a pie.
It's more of a custard tart.
Cherry pie. We gotta go with cherry pie with the whipped cream.
Yeah, if you want to get real technical, more of a custard tart. But
shout out to RCD Collector for subscribing to the channel. Appreciate you, man.
Thank you. Let's see.
All right.
What do I have in reach? Oh, here you go. Here's your book. For anybody who's a Todd McFarlane fan, this is All-Star Squadron, number 47. Right? It's from July of 1985.
It's a pre-auction now, or what?
No. I ain't selling this. This is mine, sir. But look who did this.
McFarlane.
But this is a DC book.
Damn. And that's how you know.
Not only is it a DC book, it's actually the first DC book he ever did.
Damn.
Ooh. All right.
That's all I got for Spec right now. That was it.
Sorry, all right, McFoiled, what's going on? Where's them 10s at?
He's not ready. You can bring it over here.
Whoa.
Okay, he's ready.
He's playing Red Dead.
No, I'm not. I'm doing the exact opposite. I am dying. Give me 2 more seconds. Dang, I went a little crazy with these guys.
A little?
Why didn't nobody stop me?
Bruh, you out here lying.
All you needed was 1 copy.
Oh God. Like, I could literally probably make a whole collection. Like a beginner's collection out of Spawn 10s. All right. I know I have more somewhere. That's all I'm digging out. That's already a ton.
You only need to bring 1 out, dude.
Oh, it's either mass or blast.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, Pat.
You just need 1, son. 1.
All right.
It doesn't have to be all or none, man.
Oh, no, it's not all of them. It's only about like half of them.
Oh, Lord.
Whew.
Which brings me to our next topic. Parents, don't let your kids smoke crack.
Oh, heck no. Evan, what's going on, my friend? Are you gonna drop the versus Miguel on the Donny Cage talk?
Let's see. Should I go to that magical page we all love? What page do we want to start off with, class?
Hey guys, you guys let me know if this is a good idea. I thought about
that's the book that we were all talking about. That is the one where
jail.
Coming out of the jail, the one Meta was able to step on.
All right.
Oh yeah, leave me off where that was.
This book is not on any of the trades or hardcover.
Which, by the way, the name of this book is Crossing Over.
And the name of the book
Wait.
is
Oh, yeah, you can't forget about the explosion.
by Todd McFarlane.
Moms don't do drugs when you're pregnant. That's what Popeye said.
It's all right, Popeye. I agree. What the heck is this stupid page? Did I seriously get... Is it... Oh, dude. I'm not even kidding when I say this. I think that page might be genuinely missing from this one. Does anybody remember what page it was on, if it was the beginning or closer to the end?
It's towards the end. It's probably about 5 pages back from the end.
Oh, wait.
Remember?
Okay, here we go. It's towards the beginning. Oh. Y'all see that okay? Yeah. Lots of hands crossing over. And as you notice, not all of them are from Image or just from Marvel. Multiple people. Would the class like to shout out who is in whose hands those are?
Class? Son, what?
Kat, we'll start with you.
Let's go with Hulk.
Hulk.
Let's go with Thing.
Alrighty. Let's move on to J1 ABOB.
Shit, I'm a rebel Wonder Woman.
Yeah, as you can see, it's just not DC or just not Marvel. It's pretty cool. And in CrossOver, we do see a lot of these characters, if not all of them, I believe we identified. Did we identify that every single one of these people are in CrossOver?
No, we didn't. We haven't seen Hulk.
No,
We haven't seen Hulk, but majority of these hands we know for a fact is in
the
CrossOver.
Juggernaut hasn't been seen and stuff like that. You mentioned.
Should we be specking on Immortal Hulk?
That's true.
Hey, here you go.
But yeah, a lot of these hands is really a lot of these heroes that you see their hands are showing up. So pretty cool, pretty awesome. We see them in CrossOver. You can see them flying around.
You got the black and white edition.
Black and white of what?
Dang, son, the black and white.
Which one is that?
Spawn 10, where you at? Yeah,
no, but is that the ash can?
That's the ash can.
That's lit.
Blue-eyed sweetheart said, "Now foiled to the teacher."
Facts.
I don't want to destroy something for.
Cat.
I don't want to destroy something for that Meta found. That's kind of interesting and I mean not far out of the realm of possibility. Let me share my screen. Remember this one?
Yep, we talked all about that one. Yeah.
That's from a Tomahawk.
Yeah.
And that looks kind of like
the Cosmic Ghost Rider.
Cosmic Ghost Rider.
Now, if you turn to chapter 14, you can see.
Oh my god!
So we think that there's a lot of books that kind of play in that have either possibilities or maybe a combination of them play into the event that causes the rift where the comic book characters actually come into the real world. And this could be an event right here that causes that rift. There's also Thor 2 with the Black Winter, and the Spawn 10. You know, maybe a combination of things created that event, because that event actually takes comic book characters and more or less brings them to life in our world. So, anyways, I've had my say.
Quite an interesting concept, Jimmy.
Oh,
Would you like to elaborate with the rest of us?
Why you gotta be retarded?
All right.
What?
Okay. So
That's
now
not nice, Jimmy.
that's what some of the stuff that I believe people were specking was, I mean, were kind of like putting that he looked like Ghost Rider too, but I wasn't really focused on that. What I was really focused on what he was bringing. So this guy, the Chronicler, is supposed to come from the Omniverse, and you see he has he busts off the book, and you know starts saying that this is the recording. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? The recording of all the histories. So what the one that Mike, if you want to share your screen, and then Cat 60,
Yeah, man.
can you look crossover cover A just on your website, just the regular cover A. AM, look at it. Go to your screen.
Where the hell is it? I see C. I don't see cover A.
Cover
Oh,
A of
crossover.
crossover. I can pull it up.
No. You I wanted you to just go to your and show what I was going to show on the book.
All right.
I
So
mean, I could pull up an actual picture that I have on my
Yeah, just
computer.
pull up the regular picture of cover A.
okay. So pulling up that. See.
No, you what we were talking about earlier, Mike.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what I was trying to tell. This is what I was really focusing on, and then if you go to Cat 60, you see the three circles there on the Codex Omniverse book. I really kind of thought those really resemble
The three dots.
on crossover.
The
And
three dots.
Yeah, the three dots. What I'm really thinking is that this might be what it means is DC, the DC universe multiverses connected with the DC multiverses connected with the indie multiverses, and that book is what's going to connect all three of them. So you see, what really struck me was that this character brought back Metron back to life on the Rise of the New Gods, and I think that the Watcher is also coming back to life in Marvel. So if I think that's why I'm trying to keep an eye on those two things, because that might be the connection with crossover, because this guy had a talk to Metron. Who Metron was dead. I think he's been dead for a minute, and he had to bring him back to life, and he had to see through his eyes, I guess. You know the history of the universe through Metron's eyes, but it was kind of cool to see that. That's what really struck me. The resemblance. I mean, I know there's a little bit of the connection in the book, plus the word codex, and we all know, the word codex is being used a lot in Marvel. It just really brought a lot of it together, and I think this might be a book that is going to fly under the radar, but might be the one, if anything, maybe hopefully the one that connects things, because it just did look a little bit too familiar. I don't know about you guys. What did you guys think?
Well, I got I could say those three dots are kind of really suspicious because is in crossover at the end there's the three dots. And the three dots represent like etc, to be continued. But those three dots didn't it say somewhere in the book it's all about the three dots? Didn't it say somewhere in the book it's all about the three dots?
I would have to go back and check. Yeah, you're talking about crossover one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So at the very end of the book, there's the three dots. The three dots are in the logo. I mean, that's no spoiler or anything, but
Mm-hmm.
but if you're looking at those three dots on that book, it's pretty suspicious. Then look at they're connected, and to say that to connect Marvel to DC and to Indy, that's a that's a pretty
Because I mean, yeah, if there's a book that is supposed to, if they're saying that this is the book that holds the histories of all the universes, so the Omni book is supposed the Omniverse is supposed to be the universe like a Spawn's universe, Marvel's universe, um, uh, DC's universe, all of these that pop up, and you know what I'm saying? Like they're supposed to be all like in the omniverse. That's where they're all like intertwined per se, you know. So if this is, it just felt so kind of like that they're getting into these topics now, closer to crossover number one. It just felt like, man, like you know, just felt really. I'm not gonna lie, when I read this book, as when I started looking at that picture, it kind of got me chills. Like I was like, oh shoot, it kind of just looks like that crossover image in the beginning of the book. But you never know, you know. That's what it's all about. Specking. It's all about having fun. It, the book really does talk about a lot of the universe ending in DC. It kind of looks like, I don't know if, I don't think they're doing a reboot, but it kind of sounded like another Crisis on Infinite Earth. I mean, so you know when those things happen, a lot of things happen. But I mean, it is and plus Tinian does be it's connected with Snyder real good. I just it's been fun, you know, collecting all of these specs with you guys, going on our own routes, seeing what we can collect from Spawn 10 to finding the, all kinds of stuff and little Easter eggs that we saw during some of the issues. Yeah, hopefully, let's see if this is the actual crossover.
yeah. So that is in crossover. Those three little dots. It says it's part of the story. So.
And do we have an overall clarification what they mean in crossover one? No, right?
Oh, dude.
Whoops. My
way
bad.
way to go. So anyways, yeah, man, those three dots mean something, and that's why they're on the front cover. That's why they're all over the place. I mean, so those three dots represent something. And the most of the time, three dots is like a continuation, to be continued.
Mm-hmm.
But they have it at the beginning and at the end. Because those three dots are actually in the first or second page.
If we see an image of those three dots in a Marvel book, I'm done. That's what we would have to really just focus on now.
I mean, the beginning of the book, right after the cover. I think there's images online of this too. Like where it says "Kids love chains." I've seen this online. Crossover issue 1, and then there's three dots.
Anything else you had to add, Ann?
No, I mean, you guys pretty much covered it. As far as the
Spoil
Chronicler, as
has been
far
moved.
as Spawn 10, the circles, the dots. I mean, these are all just different little things that most people didn't notice. I mean, Cat 60 just brought up a very good point with the building. I didn't catch that. That
Thor
was
2.
yeah, and Thor 2. I mean, it's wild how you
Freaking dogs.
Who let the dogs out? Who? Who?
it's wild how Donny Cates can just take a couple of stories and then just combined it with one story. I mean, like how they were talking about with the cover and cover A. I mean, you see all different kind of books coming back from what Donny Cates has wrote and what Donny Cates has done over the past. I mean, this could be the possibility of it all coming together. And you even got a DC book from Tenian, right?
Yeah, Tinian.
Okay. Then you even got a book from Tenian that kind of correlates with Donny Cates. I mean, it's just crazy how all this can just come together as one, in my opinion.
It would have to be a team effort to bring this together. It would have to be everybody would have to be um, in sync and bringing in the stories to come as one. If you wanted to, I don't know if Evan was still around. I don't know if you want to let him jump in and see his point of view of what he was expecting. To wrap it up, guys, and that's what I'm saying. To keep going with what we're doing. Hopefully, we're not going to take too much of this. We would just a lot of people doubted this book at the beginning. People were like, yeah, another crossover, maybe, yeah. I thought it was. I've been hoping for one book that actually where Spawn met Spider-Man, and not only Spider-Man, but you know what I'm saying. Probably also, came across Batman or something like that in an epic story. You know what I mean? I mean, we as fans probably all been waiting for a real good story, and the only reason that I feel like it's a good one because I had Thanos was when Thanos win had me at the edge of my seat. Venom has me, give or take. Venom has me at the edge of my seat. Thor has had me at the edge of my seat. When I'm reading this stuff with Scott Snyder and Dark Knight's Death Metal, I'm on my edge of my seat. So hopefully these guys come together and put in one of those big whoppers. What were you gonna say? 16? My bad.
Well, if you think about this, man, comic books are. I think they're getting new life. There's a lot of people that are getting interested in it. The movies have brought in a lot of new readers and new people that are enthusiastic about actually comics, and they want to know where the next story's coming from. But I don't know if that's enough to keep the comic book industry alive, and just able to pay these people great amounts of money that they deserve for their art and for their for their writing abilities. So if Donny Cates is top of the game and he's going to write a book that can cross over all the universes and take everything together, bring everything together into one book where he could tell stories and give life to older characters like we think Savage Dragon and all these characters that have been kind of lost and put to the side. I mean, there's always talk about intellectual property. Okay, IP is a big deal. People can make money on their IP, but a lot of people may also look at this as, I'm just going to give him the rights to do this, to use my stuff, because it's going to breathe new life back into my stuff. I think CrossOver actually is going to help the comic book industry immensely, and they couldn't have gotten a better guy, or they couldn't have let a better guy do it. However you want to say it, if Donny Cates just said, "This is what I'm going to do. This is what I want to do," and they let him do it, or if they say, "Man, we need some help. Can you come up with something?" However it came out, I think it couldn't have been done by a better person. So.
Exactly, and you know how in Thor 2 he was talking about kind of making a reference to Darkseid, and when you see this kind of stuff in the books that you're reading, you know what I mean, and you see this, you're like, and then you're like, dude, it's the kind of stuff that hopefully ties everything together. This is what I really was really, because I was really reading that Thor 2 60, just like there's a lot of stuff in that Thor 2 people should catch. A lot of good stuff in that Thor 2. And I'm thinking that this might be one of those books that has a lot of little Easter eggs inside. You never know. I say get them while they're cheap, guys.
Well, Donny Cates just wrote an Iron Man.
Yeah.
So I wonder if he's going to do something with Iron Man. I wonder if we haven't found the connection with Superman yet. But there has to be some connection somewhere. I mean, my God, how many books does frickin' Superman have?
I can tell you the connection right now.
Okay.
Todd McFarlane.
Okay.
Spawn 10.
Superman. Yeah. Okay. I agree.
Kool-Aid Man Adventures #1.
What is it?
Kool-Aid Man Adventures #1.
Don't listen to him.
Okay.
Mute him.
Giant Spec.
Hey, throw my second screen up for a second.
Second screen.
Mm-hmm.
Where's your first one?
Yeah,
J1.
When you showed that picture, I was like, man, I know I've seen that before. So I went ahead and found it again.
On Forbes.
The heck? Am I still there?
Yeah, you're still there.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, you just can't hear us, baby? I don't know.
Yeah, we hear you.
I don't hear anybody else.
Do you hear everybody, Dick?
Testing.
I can hear you fine.
Can you hear me or not?
He can't hear us. Can you hear us now?
Aha! There we go.
Hi.
Mary had
Right.
I bet
Sorry about that.
Can you hear me now?
Haha.
Can you hear
There
us?
we go. So now I can. Thank you.
All right.
So I saw that picture before too, right? But I didn't pay that close of attention to the picture. I was reading the article. And what this is a Forbes article that they did on Donny Cates, talking about CrossOver. It was I think it was like last month that this article came out. And one of the things that really comes out to hit me is like that part right there. The story begins when every single superhero and villain you can think of, Marvel, DC, you name it, randomly shows up in Denver, Colorado, and start an all-out brawl. The strange event becomes known as the CrossOver, which eventually contained one of the supers gets the bright idea to create a force field around the city. And it gets into a little bit more of it, right? But this right here, this is what Kate says. CrossOver is like any book I've ever worked on. It's massive in its scope, but still very personal and emotional. From new readers to old schools to early image fans. I truly think this book has something for everyone. CrossOver is a love letter to the industry that we've all grown up together, and then we can just wait to go on the journey together. CrossOver is big. Years in the making. How far back did he go? I mean, how far back did he dig into the comic book history of all of it to try to find this, right?
Well, here's something interesting. So, like, Superman wasn't always what he is now. At one point, Superman couldn't fly. He was just strong, you know, and invincible, I guess. So I wonder if there's, because there's multiverses, there's different worlds. I wonder if if he's actually going to start bringing in characters, like the same characters from different worlds.
Oh yeah.
But you see, this is what I'm saying. I didn't want to bring up a lot of spoilers, because I mean, you don't know what the book, but exactly what you guys are hitting on. That is why I'm juiced up for this story. This is exactly what you just read, J1. So
exactly.
you're telling me, come on, guys, you're telling me, is Spawn a good guy or a bad guy, guys?
He's kind of an anti-hero.
I think he's an anti-hero, right? But he's still a hero, right? He still tries to do good, even though he does it in his own way. So you're telling me that if Superman comes face to face with this dude, he's gonna think he's the good guy or an anti-hero? There's gonna be major blows, bro, before there's even talking. You know what I'm saying? Like, if anybody reads Venom, you think that they're gonna look at them and they're gonna be looking at them like, oh yeah, with a smile? Come on, man. This is the stuff that I was waiting for, because just like 66, if one guy from one multiverse meets another one, they don't know nothing about each other. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know if you're good, or I don't know what your intentions are. And who's to say that they think that the other person is the reason why they're stuck in Denver? You see? I mean, there's so many possibilities, so many ways to talk about this book, so many ways to go with it. But dude, that would be epic. You know what I mean? Just wild. You know?
Yeah, but who's strong enough?
An old man with Valifax or something like that. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna start swinging.
Who is strong enough to make a force field around an entire city that almost no superhero can penetrate? Because the only one we can think of is the other. Say that again?
You're thinking the girl from the Fantastic Four?
Maybe with Reed Richards' help.
Because he probably would have. Him and Spider-Man, and like always, him and Spider-Man and Bruce Banner always find a smart way to control the situation in a technical way. Yep,
exactly.
There's always those caveats. I mean, exactly, dude. The story can go so many ways. The story
can't wait.
Yeah, I mean, if it's what it is, if it is the crossover, I mean, there's no way. I mean, after the epic battles that Spider-Man has had with Venom, if he meets Spawn face to face, you're gonna tell me that he's gonna think that Spawn is a good dude? There's gonna be major blows, bro, before there's some talking. You know what I mean? And who's to say that they trust each other? You see what I'm saying? It's something that can be like twisted in many different ways. The story can go one way or the other. Here's the part though. A lot of people might get hurt. You know, let's say there are some DC characters and some Marvel characters, and some people lose to some Image characters, and some people lose to. That's where you're gonna have all this talk. Well, no, you know, Superman would have won hands down, and da 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 da. Comics are gonna be revived, guys. Like
oh yeah,
in a whole new cross rivalry talk is gonna happen. You know what I mean? If this is the book that we're all thinking this is it, you know what I mean? In Marvel, everybody, you know, you have the you have the Incredible Hulk when he goes, what is it called when he gets crazy strong? Yeah, you know, you got your of course you got your mutants that are Omega level. You know what I mean? And in DC, you got Darkseid with Superman. You got major stuff going on, guys. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be something huge from my point of view. I feel like this is going to be where we can actually sit back and enjoy the ride.
Yeah, it's pretty weird. I can hardly wait for the next books to come out. To see exactly where he's going. Is he gonna just take like a couple characters every so often? Is he gonna like make a story about one character 1 month, or a couple characters 1 month? Are these characters going to be battling each other? Because it seems like it's that one, like a group of people against the superheroes. And are the superheroes going to have their full powers in the real world? So many variables we don't know yet.
And you never know what it includes because it talks about, the writers and stuff too.
Yeah, it's going to be so interesting. It's like
I almost wonder if it's almost something like, it's against comics, and the writers were like the first wave of people to be attacked in the stores, and then like these people are like, oh, superheroes aren't real, don't read the comics, don't believe, and the next thing you know, hey, here comes all the superheroes and they're about to whoop everyone.
Yeah, I mean it's like this first book is such a tease. It makes you go, man, where's the next freaking book? It's kind of a curse that we got to see it so early.
Now you got to wait so long because we actually don't get access to issue 2. So it's kind of hard. I could try, but no guarantee.
Dang. It's kind of rough. Yeah, I mean, it's been tough just sitting here like waiting for issue 2 because there's so many questions that we've come together. Oh, wait. Kool-Aid Man?
All right. Hey, guys. So we got about 25 minutes until we got to go over to Poser's channel. We're going to do something pretty interesting right now.
Hey, make Poser an admin or whatever, and let him drop a link in for the auction.
I dropped one already. I could drop it again.
All right.
I'm not quite sure how to
you right click on you go over to YouTube and you right click on them, or there's 3 dots next to them. 3 dots. And you click on it, and one of the options is to make him a moderator or whatever.
All right. I'll jump over to YouTube right now, and then I'm gonna do this. Put.
And what the hell are you guys putting in Instagram?
Oh, I'm honestly confused right now. I just came back to it.
Number 1, guys.
Oh, Lord. So
one of the number 1 writers of all time. Right here.
So yeah, we got about 25 minutes. Evan, I don't want to mess up on your last name, so I'm just gonna keep it at Evan. Evan is a anti Donny Cates.
Dun 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 dun.
So and I obviously we have nothing against Evan. So Evan, let's get your insight on why.
Well, hold on. Then why does he got a bunch of Venom sitting in the back there?
Oh, probably because he just got those not too long ago.
Yeah. Yesterday.
Okay, so if you don't like Donny Cates, set him on fire right now.
No, don't do it. Send him to me. Send him to me.
Put him in a shredder.
Hey, Papa. I'm working on it right now. I'll shoot you the link for the auction as well.
I'll take them.
I'm just trying to switch over to.
Don't you burn them or shred them up. Right here.
All right, Evan, wait. You gotta hear. You gotta listen. Ready? Evan, drop the knowledge about the tie over with Kool-Aid Man.
I'm being serious. Oil makes great point.
See.
Kool-Aid Man, really?
Listen.
You got Kool-Aid Man. You got Smurfs. You got Alf. You got all these backup characters. All these cartoon guys. Why
Evan,
not?
you're breaking up, bro. Can
Do you
get
have a
closer to the
mic? Where's your mic?
Oh yeah, I can grab one. Hold up.
Hey, Kat, do I go to
So when you pull up YouTube and you're watching the video, right? You go to where
okay.
you go to where poser is, and there's like you put your cursor where he wrote something, and there's 3 dots there.
Yeah,
Hey, what hammer is that? What hammer is that?
Jack.
Home Depot.
Jack.
Who's holding that? Who's holding that? That's weird.
Is that the Jolly Green Giant? No, I'm kidding. I can't.
Is that-
I can't.
I
see
can't
him.
really see.
You look like you're in a LinkedIn. It's all pixelated.
That's Wonder Woman.
Like it's so pixelated, it looks like Ultron. Oh wait, Wonder Woman.
That looks like Wonder Woman all day. No Ultron.
Yeah, it's Wonder Woman.
When it was pixelated, it looked like Ultron.
No, every now and then you can see the little crown she has or whatever.
All right, you got. Do you have the
metal headband?
Do you have a mic, Evan?
Go ahead, Evan.
Is that better?
Yes.
Yes.
way better.
Yes, sir.
My bad, guys. All right. So you
Put
have
them
all
on full
these
screen. AM, put them on full.
Hold on. I'm trying to make you guys moderators right now. Where you at, Evan? All right.
Go ahead, Evan, man. Let's hear your gripe about Donny.
All right.
You are on the clock.
So Kool-Aid Man, as Foiled said, why would? All right. Be ready. Be ready. No. I am 100% serious about this. Though when I talk about this, when I'm talking about Kool-Aid Man, why don't you bring in all these backup characters from Marvel and DC? Kool-Aid Man, Alf, Smurfs, Strawberry Shortcake, all these little things that never got the hit, and put them in the background of CrossOver.
I don't think it would work.
Why not? Just like this guy's in the background right now in my video.
Well, how do you know it's not going to happen?
Exactly.
It might happen.
Maybe it's crossing over more than just the MCU, the ICU.
Now here's where I'm scared about Donny Hates. He always goes above and beyond. His books always sell. What if he overdoes it with CrossOver? There's too many dimensions, too much crossing over.
Hey, Poser, drop your link real quick, yeah? You have full access.
You have a good point. But what do you mean by doing too much?
In other words, like he gets too complicated, too over the top.
Like it gets too complicated, too over the top. Everything starts to dilute. People don't get it, and then he falls off.
Yeah, but what if he doesn't?
But he hasn't done that though. He sets it up usually, and then he gives you a banger coming into you around.
He sets it up, but I mean, he does make a good point with the last issues of Venom and Thor. You can see it as it's been going down the issue line. It's been getting a little bit more diluted with the story. I mean, we had to wait another week for Venom 27, and then it just turned out that they were revealed. That's it. Like, come on, everyone was expecting a first appearance, something big, and then we got that.
No. I get you all that because even I was a little disappointed. It was the Scorpion, but every writer has a thing for a reason. If you think about it, the Scorpion hasn't been given his due for a good minute. Who's to say though? Who's to say Donny wasn't trying to do to the Scorpion what the Red Goblin did to Normie Osborn? You see what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying, but I mean, like, you just never know. You could, because CrossOver, it does seem like it's a lot. Like, we all can agree, CrossOver.
The Red Goblin. You let me know. Is it a $10 book, $15 book?
We all agree, CrossOver #1 is chocked full. Now, if he continues this with every issue, do you not think
I
that
don't think so.
other
He's gonna do it
stories
with
will get
resolution.
diluted?
Well, there has to be a plot though. See, okay, look, like for Venom #1, we only got like a cameo appearance. Another cameo in Venom #2, and bam, he got the first full appearance in Venom #3 when it comes to Null. Cat 60, I know you've seen these couple books. I mean, you sell them all the time. You think Donnie's that predictable to put all his marbles in book 1 and 2?
No. You know what, dude? Here's the thing, though. I kind of see where Foyle and Evan are going with this.
I do see it.
You know, but
we're young, and
you know, we can't.
No,
If we're gonna talk actual value of books, in other words, for investment, or if we're gonna talk intellectual value, like the story, you know, which, you know, Donny Cates is a writer. We shouldn't be talking about how much his books are worth. We should talk about how much his story is worth. You know what I mean? And if we're talking about like Venom and Thor and all these other books, really our main focus right now is on CrossOver. I mean, we've been kind of specking with this. So if CrossOver is the book we're specking on, they make a valid point. What if this gets so complex and so diluted that it's just not interesting?
Which
I could just say to back that up, we've read one.
Yeah,
it's
Tomahawk.
Not complicated.
A Tomahawk.
A tomahawk is a more of an advanced book for an advanced comic book.
But do you see compared to God Country? All of us were pretty down with God Country.
God Country was easy to follow.
Exactly, but a Tomahawk was so complex that it turned people off, and then it totally people just didn't care about Tomahawk anymore.
And like Redneck is just a good flowing story. It's like a horror story.
But I wasn't too down with Redneck. And that's kind of because it's not my genre. But even when I was reading it, it was kind of a tough read. Because some things were just hard.
I don't think it was very tough at all. I mean, and I'm not a comic book reader, so.
Cat 60, you like a little bit of history, right?
I love history, man. History is my thing.
Didn't it feel a little bit like the Hatfields and McCoys with the twist of some vampire lore?
Absolutely.
Old Western.
It's exactly what it was. It was like kind of like a feud type thing, but it was dealing with like vampires and the city people, you know, and it happened to be that one family. So
exactly,
yeah, it's definitely Hatfield and McCoy.
That's what I'm saying. Like I'm not focusing on the books with the money. I know what you was. I know. I kind of got off on that one. I feel bad on that one because I know what you mean. 60.
It's not a big deal, man. I mean,
but that's exactly because I always love the story first, and his stories back up with the top sellers. So that's only what I meant. And exactly
I mean, at the end of the day, dude, we want our books to be worth more than we paid for.
Oh no, exactly.
Yeah, but and then there's the ways of
to collect CrossOver for every book to be worth more than $30, and I think that's the wrong way to do it. I think that the book is going to pay off on its own, but I think that you're going to have a couple issues that are just going to be regular issues. Explaining the story, there has to be an explanation of what's going on. You're not just going to get a big bang in Denver. I feel like there's already too many things going on in issue #1. Even in the first little tease part that the people got to see in the beginning, it tells you right off the bat that there's a big battle going on in Denver. So right off the bat in issue #1, there's already the battle going on. You already see the dome and stuff. You kind of have an idea of what's going on and stuff. So it's kind of like giving you a good sense of what you're gonna get into. And,
but another thing that to keep in mind is Donny Cates has been confirmed to write in ASM, correct?
Yes.
Look how diluted ASM has become.
But that's my point, though, because I mean, people bought Venom before. I gotta say it, but come on, guys. This is what I'm telling you. when we all go to when we would go to our LCS or whatnot, and we're digging through long boxes, right? How many runs didn't we see of the Venom Volume 1 or 2 or 3 that you can just snatch? And when you get to the Donny Cates, you just can't snatch those books.
They're not there.
They're gone. So when you have a writer like that, it just changes the game, Foil. I know what you're saying, Foil. I know what you're saying.
But what if it was overhype? Because
uh,
you have to see it.
I would.
Can I jump in with a minute?
Donny Cates
Yeah, Evan, let Evan go.
has been hyped.
What Donny Cates has done really great with, and I think this is because of Ultimate Fallout, personally, look at that book now. He has brought so many people, including investors, into the comic book industry to buy every single issue that he writes.
Yeah.
To
Well,
flip.
he's definitely put value into books.
And brought so many people to the comic book shops.
Yeah,
to the comic book industry.
That's another thing that I think CrossOver is going to be a monster for. I think it's going to be the one that actually tops everything he's done as far as bringing investors in, bringing new readers in, new comic book enthusiasts, new investors. I mean, dude, how many covers are there for one?
Over 55.
How many books have ever had that many covers?
Probably like
The Last Ronin.
Yeah, I was just saying The Last Ronin.
Okay.
What was it? Well,
But what I'm saying is, how many books have had that many covers? I mean,
not a lot.
It's not many.
Yeah.
How many?
Not many, but I mean, you also have to look at the market for those now.
Jabroni, how you doing, bud? Sorry, I just saw that.
And the last Ronin is a known character. You know, it's a known genre.
So basically, what you're saying is an unknown book, which barely starts off, has about 45 different covers. Is that what you're getting at, Cat 60?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this series has never been written. There isn't a predecessor to that or whatever. In other words, something hasn't come before it to make this more valuable. It's like you could have X-Men, you know, and you can have mutants. You know, they could spin off of each other.
Wasn't like New 50? Wasn't New 52 a crossover?
This is CrossOver, dude. This is a totally
I know, but you have
series.
to look. I know, but you have to look at crossovers in general.
Okay, so if you want to look at crossovers in general, I mean, how far back can you go where other characters have been in other characters' books? I mean, so in essence, there is plenty, you're saying, of books that would predate this, but this is its own kind of thing. It's bringing every character into a book.
No, I know that, but you have to look at the other ones where they weren't even bringing every character into the book.
No, I don't think
and then how bad they did.
This is brand new, dude. This is something. This is
That's what I'm saying. I agree. It's brand new. Like I'm excited for issue 2 already, but I'm just saying I hope that, you know, as we progress, I hope the overhype just doesn't sit there and, you know. See, guys, Evan, listen, he grabbed Spontens.
But you know what? This is where I feel he gives himself an out, though, guys. Though it's not really an out, though, but a way to keep doing the story legit is, what is the story based on, guys? The first issue.
Yo, mama.
Bro, really? We're not gonna start on this again.
We're gonna start with this in the show.
Your mama.
It's gonna start with. It started with the girl and the little girl who is following this story, right? And who are following what's going on in Denver and whatnot. But it's going to focus on them and their adventure. But I bet you that he's gonna then flip it to put it to the perspective of what's going on in the bubble, and
Hey,
then
man.
go back to where it's going back.
Sorry, I got to
to
cut this short, man. I got to run.
Oh no, you're good, 60.
I'll see you in a minute.
But you see what I'm saying? It's gonna go back and forth, and I feel like he gives himself an option to where he can go back to what's going on in the bubble, go back to what's going on in Denver, so it wouldn't get too complicated for him. It's my point. I feel like there's plenty of ways to get the story out there and get the point across.
All right, guys. With that being said, this is going to end this week's segment. Next week, and we got to get ready for the auction, man. It starts in 5 minutes.
Yeah, we gotta do an auction. So be there.
So
comic book posers.
I had something good.
Yeah, this talk is far from over, man. So hey, look, CrossOver is gonna hit the stores. We're gonna talk more about CrossOver. Grab a friend, join us next week, and I want to hear you guys' insights on what you guys thought of issue number 1 and all that other good stuff. So
what day would be next Sunday, AM?
Next Sunday.
It'd be a Sunday.
Trip. Really? Obviously, we know that. All right. So the 8th.
So everybody's gonna get the book on the 4th. You guys should already be no spoilers. If you don't want to show up for spoilers, please. You know what I mean? But we are
for those
who don't want spoilers,
for those who order the book from us, you guys will most likely receive them either Thursday or Friday. So we're gonna push as hard as we can to get those books out. Yeah, I'm gonna work on y'all too. So we're gonna get these books out as soon as possible, as fast as possible. And yeah, we're gonna make this the quickest shipping exclusive release that you've ever seen. So
that's why you guys are boys. That's why.
Nah, but let's see. Jay, you got anything to drop on us?
Next, yeah. This was something here really quick. 2 seconds. Her name is Ellipses Howell. That's the girl's name? Ellipses Howell. I have scanned comic book stuff. Yeah, the girl that wears the mask, the main character supposedly that we're all thinking.
The little munchkin?
Girl. The full grown girl that worked in the comic book.
The one that I call Batgirl.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I've been looking and scanning to find it because we've all kind of been like wondering if she might be somebody from somebody else. But that's her real name in the story is Ellipses Howell. That's all.
Okay. Well, that's it.
Yeah.
Hey, so we'll see you guys. We'll see you in about 5 minutes on Posers.
You better believe it.
All right.
Yeah. All right, KM, what you want to drop on the community before we head out and go ahead over on Posers channel, man?
No, nothing. It was a fun talk. Enjoyed everything. Glad to have Evan for the last couple of minutes to get his take. There's no bias talk here. This is the type of talk show that we want to do where everybody gets around and put their input and their mind. Thank you. We'll see y'all next Sunday.
Next Sunday. All right. See ya. McFoiled.
Mute him.
McFoiled.
Bro, I've been calling you McFoiled all night long.
I know.
With extra Big Mac sauce. What's going on, my friend? You want to drop anything before we head out real quick?
I forgot some Big Mac sauce.
Oh my goodness. All right. With that being said.
No. I have books at DGC. I plan to drop first video as soon as I get them back. Bringing you absolute bangers.
Right here on my channel.
Yes, on his channel.
I'm doing it for
and I might be doing something a little crazy on my channel. I still have things planned. Still talking with some people. And I need to get with the panel members. because I want my first episode on YouTube to be an absolute banger. But yeah, can't wait. I'll see you guys in Poser's auction. Yeah. Oh, and as a special for tonight, guys, I will be selling.
Are you finally
You guys know
know
how much I love these. I will be selling at least 10 Spawn 10s tonight because I want you guys to spec as well, and it might not be easy for you guys to go out and get these. But I will be selling them tonight. Yeah, so be there.
Grandma around.
I'm trying to bring it to you guys. But yeah.
With that being
we'll see you guys over there.
We out. Bye, Foil. Alrighty, guys. See y'all next week. We will possibly have the outro done next week. I hope. I'm so sorry. But until next time, I love y'all. We out.
Peace.